Last week, I told you all about Calgary City Council and their wasteful spending on businesses that they run to double dip into your bank account. First they tax you, but then they take more money from you for things like composting and parking, and then they use your money to run their own city-owned businesses. Well, that wasn't the end of it. I have the social media expenses for the city's accounts requested through Freedom of Information, and they're also using your money to promote yet more of their businesses on platforms like Facebook and Instagram, and it's costing hundreds of thousands of dollars. City programs like art classes and camps for kids, the rental of wedding facilities, and playing golf at one of the city-owned courses. It's crazy and a complete lack of respect for taxpayer money. The city runs 117 accounts on social media and are planning on training more staff to run these accounts 24/7. Here they spent over 11 grand promoting the rental of a wedding space, and here they spent almost 20 grand promoting nature camps, and these expenses for birthday parties and golf course promotion are under $1,000, but even small expenses add up in the grand scheme of things to hundreds of thousands of dollars spent on the city promoting themselves with your money, and in some cases to take more of your money. I admit, maybe it's okay to promote some information to the general public when it comes to things like bylaws and information that keeps citizens informed in the case of emergency situations and goings-on in the city when it comes to things like holiday garbage collection and whatnot. The city's own research obtained from these Freedom of Information documents even says that Calgarians are accessing information 50-50 through mobile and desktop. But almost 20 grand to advertise a community education program? Come on. There are also thousands and thousands of dollars being spent to pump up bylaws and workshops and speaker series, probably to get more people out to events so it looks like citizens are excited about all of the plans council has coming up. It's all about perception. The city even has what they call a leadership strategic plan to address citizen satisfaction. But this isn't about citizen satisfaction. It's about spending your money to entice you into these programs so that they can get you to spend more of it to fund their useless projects or to get more people out to make it look like there's a lot of support for their plans. It's about getting people out for photo ops and to enforce a positive public perception. Calgarians are basically paying for City Council's PR. It's a vicious cycle that this council just can't seem to shake. The documents reference their priority of a well-run city. They say citizens have evolving needs and they're committed to, like I said, citizen satisfaction. What about residents' main concern about city spending outlined in this recent poll? And that's only the spending that the residents of Calgary are aware of. There's no doubt that City Council has a spending problem. It's one thing to have a spending problem, it's another to have a spending problem and use taxpayers to run businesses to fund that spending problem and vanity projects. The city complains about not being able to afford things without government help, like the Green Line, for example. But they can fork over a bunch of money on waste. So what they're actually doing is wasting your money away like irresponsible teenagers that have gotten a hold of their parents' credit card on wants that don't benefit the city. Except we'd expect that from teenagers. We're talking about adults here. Adults that are in charge of the bank account and that put themselves before the essential needs of Calgarians. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked that video, you might like our full-length shows. For just $8 a month, you still get access to our free content, plus you get to check out all of our premium content. Click the link to check it out.